Hello, I'm Jill Nichols with Simple Soul Magnolia Design Co. I am back at it again for more craft time. This time, you guys, this is the cutting board from Magnolia Design Co. It is very, very large, so I really love that. It is very big. And then it has the chalkboard sign, so that's going to be really cool to design on. So today I want to do the first part of my design, which is going to be just getting this part of the stencil on. I'm also going to try to use the wheat like up above and on the side over here to fill in the negative space that will be left kind of up here when I'm done with the stencil. But I'm going to wash and dry my stencil first because I haven't quite figured out how to use them back to back so greatly without getting chalk paste everywhere. So, okay. So first I need to figure out, okay, I created a color. I just used, let's see, what did I use? I used mustard seed, I used the chocolate brown, and then I also used the Irish cream to make this kind of a wheat color. So this color, oh gosh, I could never probably duplicate it, but that is the colors that I used to make kind of that wheat color. So I tried to make enough that I would be sure I would be able to have enough to finish my project so that I wouldn't have to try to duplicate it again. Let me see here. And I think I might also use this Irish cream as kind of like a secondary color on this project. Just so, just to give it a little bit of, I don't know, depth. Is that what you would call it? That's what I would call it. But just to give it a little more character, I guess, to have more than one color. So, gotta fuzz this stencil. This one is brand new. I have not used it before, so it really needs fuzzing. So, I am going to fuzz, 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 so that it doesn't stick too much onto my surface when I try to remove it, because I don't want to stretch my stencil, ruin my stencil. I don't want to do anything crazy like that. So let's see. I probably over fuzz because I just want to make sure that I pick up enough little fuzzies on this stencil that it is not gonna stick to my cutting board. All right, bringing in the cutting board. Can y'all see what I'm doing here? I hope. Let's see, I'm never good at like getting the camera just right. It looks like maybe I don't have it face down enough, but sorry about that. I'll fix it for the next video, I promise. Like I said, this is gonna be part 1 of 2 for this particular project, because I'm going to do some other things with this as well. So this one is fairly easy as far as lining up goes. Well, it should be, because I can just line it up on the bottom along the wood, and then kind of start in the middle and push out to get the air bubbles out. Let me make sure I have it kind of straight up and down here. Looks good. Then I'm gonna take my squeegee, like I always do, this is my little method. Like I said in one of my other videos, I have never seen anybody else do this, but it just works for me. And sometimes when you find something that just works for you, you just go with it. So you can kind of hear those air bubbles getting pushed out. So I don't always do a great job with my hands, so I like to use the stencil, or the squeegee. Y'all knew what I meant, right? All right, so I think that is good. Now I just have to decide what I am going to do with which color. So I think I'm going to do the printed, the print font in one color, and then the rest in like that wheat color. So I think I'm gonna do the give us this day, give us this day, hour, and then the Matthew 6:11 in this color. And then the rest of it kind of in that wheat color. We'll see. I guess we'll see how that turns out for us, right? If I don't like it, guess what? I can wipe it off and try again. that is the beautiful part of Magnolia Design Co. products. All right. Making sure I don't have any, I keep baby wipes because I want to make sure I don't have any chalk paste on my fingers when I'm working with other chalk paste. So I'm going to go with the Irish Cream for my lighter color. This is actually going on really smoothly, and it's like almost like a little bit scary. Y'all ever get nervous when things go too easy? It's like, oh wow, this is like, for some reason acting like it's going to be just a very simple, perfect little project. I hope so. I love doing these projects, so I am, now I'm just getting any of that excess chalk paste on there. You don't want to have like big chunks because one, they can come off when you peel your stencil, and two, the other little part of that is that it will leave like a big chunk in the area, and you don't want that to look like sloppy. You want it to look like kind of like it's painted on there, right? All right, so I just get any excess off. Plus, any excess you can save and reuse. That just means more projects that can be completed using that same chalk paste. Now, if you were mixing colors, you obviously wouldn't put it back in the jar. That's why I mixed this into a little jar so that I could just save the jar for later, because I am going to need it when I complete this project. But you wouldn't put it back in your jar of the fixed color, I guess. All right, now I am ready to do the rest with my invented wheat color. So hopefully it turns out the way I was hoping. Like I said, if for some reason I finish this and I'm just not happy with the results, I can always do it again. So let's try that much first. I'm never good at figuring out how much chalk paste I need. Sometimes I put way too much, like probably in this instance. But the good thing is you can just reuse it. All right. And the trick with this is to really just use a little tiny bit of pressure. And the reason is because if you push a lot of pressure, it puts a lot of pressure on the stencil, and it can actually bleed through a little bit, and it gives you that kind of fuzzy look on your letters and your lines. And I like a really kind of crisp look. I prefer that. I like crisp lines. I say it all the time. You guys are probably tired of it. But I like crisp lines, and so the lighter the pressure, the better that your lines come out underneath. That's what I have learned in the last month of doing some projects. Now, I haven't been able to do too many projects because my schedule has been crazy busy. And that's why you're gonna see me a lot right now while I have a little bit of free time. I am going to be crafting and crafting and crafting. I'm on a little mini craft-a-thon because I actually have time to do it. The schedule's been crazy. It's gonna slow down for a tiny bit, which is always good, right? You get that little bit of break, and this has been such great self-care for me. I can do something creative, kind of expend that creative energy. I went off a little bit off the stencil, but I can just wipe it off. Perfect. Now when I lift it, it shouldn't be there. And if it is, again, I can just still wipe it off. Now I'm just removing all the excess, like I did before with the other color. You want to work kind of quickly because you don't want the chalk paste to dry before. So I probably should have done this larger part first. You know, I'm learning as I go. So, you guys, I am not perfect. I know, shocking, right? Just kidding. So I am learning as I go too. Like I said, I'm brand new to the crafting world. I'm somewhat new to Magnolia and their amazingness, you guys. This is so awesome. Because I never in my wildest dreams thought I could create anything like this. Nothing that is so beautiful. You guys, people have asked me to buy pieces, like buy some of the things that I've done. That is crazy to me, just crazy. And yes, I will sell it because guess what? I can always make another one for myself. So I do sell the products that I make as well. Or if you want to make your own products, this is a great way to do it. Stencils are reusable, so you can make many. You can make many different projects with the same stencil. This one I can tell I'm probably going to be making more than this one project with this stencil because it is a pretty cool thing. And I actually am hoping that I really love this project as much as I think I'm going to. And that maybe some other people will love it also. All right, so I actually went off the stencil a little bit over here. So before I take the stencil off, I'm just going to wipe it because it's easier for me to do it that way. Because I am not good at like getting straight lines and stuff. I got it on the board a little bit too, but that's okay. Perfection. Not perfection, but can be fixed, right? All right, so it is time for the peel and reveal of the first part of our Give Us This Day Our Daily Bread project. Let's see how it turned out. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love it. Love, love, love this. Oh, it's so cool. So I really love the way that this turned out. I'm really excited about it, and I cannot wait to kind of put the finishing touches on it a little bit later. I want to wait until this is dry, and then I also need to wash and dry my stencils. So I will be doing that, and I'm even add a little embellishment, maybe like a bow up here around this piece. What do you think? Bow or no bow? Let me know what you think in the comments. And I will be back with part 2 of this as soon as I can get the stuff prepared for it. So I love the way it turned out. I love the colors. I think this is going to be a fantastic piece. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys all again soon. I'm Jill Nichols with Simple Soul. Have an amazing day.